Hello. In this video, I want to find the following integral. We have the integral of x times the square root of 1 minus x dx. Here we do have a radical, and we have a function outside the radical, so we need to go ahead and use substitution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let u be whatever's in the underneath the radical, and it's called the radicand. So I'm going to let u equal 1 minus x. And we're going to take the derivative of that. That's going to give me du is equal to, now the derivative of negative 1 is 0. The derivative of negative x is negative 1. And then just multiply that by dx. So this is negative 1 dx, basically. Now, here's the thing. We actually haven't accounted for everything. Over here, I have the dx and I have the dx here, so I can multiply by negative 1 on both sides, making that negative du is equal to dx. And that would work perfectly fine, for the dx at least. Notice though that I still haven't accounted for this x. So what I can do is I can say, hey, up here I can solve for x and put it in terms of u. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, let this be solved for x, which means add x to both sides and subtract a u. So x is actually 1 minus u. So I'm going to replace the x with this entire 1 minus u here. And this is going to give me the new formula, or the new question of the integral of, instead of x, it is 1 minus u. Instead of 1 minus x, it is u, so that's the square root of u. And instead of dx, it is negative 1 du. Now this negative can just distribute over into both of those. And this is going to give me the integral of technically negative 1 plus u times square root of u du. But I don't like seeing it that way, so I'm going to reverse the order that you see it, making that the integral of u minus 1 square root of u du. And you may be wondering, has any of this helped us? It actually looks even more difficult than what we have up here. But it's actually not as bad, because under here you only have a single term, and it's u. So replace this entire square root of u with u to the half power. And this is going to give me the integral of u minus 1 times u to the half power du. Then, of course, you can just distribute the u to the half power to both terms there. And that's going to give you the integral of u to the, well, what's 1 plus a half? Well, 1 plus a half is 3 halves. And then minus u to the 1 times u to the half is u to the half du. And then you can just take the integral of that. So the integral of u to the 3 halves, well, first of all, just rewrite the u, add 1 to the exponent, makes that positive 5 halves, and out to the front, multiply that by the reciprocal, which is 2/5. Minus, and again, the u to the 1/2 plus 1 is positive 3 halves, and then out to the front, do the reciprocal, 2/3. Plus c at the end. And then just replace the u's with what we said they were, 1 minus x. So this is going to give me 2/5 parentheses 1 minus x close parentheses to the 5 halves power minus 2/3 parentheses 1 minus x to the 3 halves power plus some constant. Awesome. Alrighty. Here's everything we did. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun.